Now to Washington, where it could be up to the Senate to avert a national rail strike that may have devastating consequences for the economy. The House voted yesterday to push through a deal which was rejected by some unions, leaving workers wondering if they will get paid sick leave, which they say is essential. Scott MacFarlane has the story.
Thank you.
For Charles Hawkins, in the hardware store he manages in Washington, this is crunch time. Holiday sales keep them profitable.
This feels like a sensitive time of year for you all, for your business.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We pretty much wait the entire year for this.
Even the smallest interruption or inventory shortage can rattle the business, much less a large supply chain disruption from a railway labor strike.
Once things start to sell, you need to replenish. So it's very, very important to actually be able to get things delivered.
A nearly century-old law gives Congress the power to resolve labor disputes involving the nation's railroads. And President Biden asked congressional leaders to do so, as the impasse between some rail unions and the industry is now perilously close to a December 9th deadline.
The joint resolution is passed.
The House voted on a bill to force through the latest offer to rail workers.
Let me be clear, a nationwide rail shutdown would be catastrophic.
That deal includes 24% raises over 5 years and some bonus payments, but does not include the 7 days of paid sick leave for which some unions have been fighting.
Our members told us that sick leave is the number one concern. People are working outdoors. They're dangerous jobs in many cases. So I think, sick leave is an important aspect to it.
The House passed a separate provision Wednesday to provide the sick days, but the Senate would have to do the same. Some Republicans say they shouldn't be involved in the first place.
This administration is asking the federal government to use the force of federal law to impose contract terms that the workers have voted against. So I'm not for that.
U.S. Labor Secretary Marty Walsh and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg meet with Senate Democrats today with averting this rail strike at the top of the agenda. But Gayle, there is still no decision on when the U.S. Senate will vote.
And the clock is ticking on this. Thank you very much, Scott.